Hello and welcome back to One on One. I'm Stan.
And I'm Jake.
And today we're going to be talking about a bit of a mix, to be honest. Game week 14, 15 and 16 has been such quick turnarounds.
Yeah.
We've not really had a chance to make a video because it was done Sunday, Tuesday game, and we just didn't. Lives got in the way, we just didn't have time to actually edit and do everything. Yeah. So, do you want to just confirm that you got a live?
Yeah.
So, quickly then. Game week 14, we don't have to go too much into it. How many points did you get?
I got 62 points. Pretty happy with it. Above average again slightly.
Nice.
Making up a bit more ground. But
Well, I got 57.
You know, that puts me 1 point behind you at the start of this game week.
No, and you'll probably going into this game. You will go ahead of me because I'm just making bad decisions anyway. I can't really remember who did anything for me, to be honest. I just remember it being
Saka.
Kudus again punished me for not putting him in the other week.
Massively.
Didn't do him again. Not putting Gordon in, which was another plan, really punished me. So yeah, good week all in all. Not really. I did 2 transfers and they were both rubbish. But yeah, anyway, let's go into game week 15. Game week 15, what did you actually do transfer wise?
So I made a bit.
We must say we are recording this video at half time on Wednesday night and then obviously City are playing, everyone's playing right now. So anyway, what did you do transfer wise?
So I had two free transfers, which meant I sort of wanted to just make one, almost for the sake of it. And because of that, obviously Turner's not been playing recently, and with Pope injured, I made the fairly
Dubravka.
Yeah, bit of a
just to say.
I know it is boring, and I like to be more. I know I like to be a bit more exciting than that these days.
You do.
But,
that surprises me. I wasn't excited.
But I was happy with my team. I was happy with my team. I was happy with my starting 11, apart from my keeper, because I was going to have to play Aviola, Tottenham away. Didn't want to do that. And now I've got 2 keepers that start, hopefully. It's going to backfire, Stan, because he's going to concede about
I don't care.
4.
All I did was Gordon. So, unlike you, I wasn't happy with my team. I looked at it and went, Simicast probably isn't going to start. I was right.
Yeah.
Cash probably isn't going to start. I was right.
Yeah.
Nunes probably isn't going to start. I was right. And I was very iffy on whether Gabriel would. And thankfully, not even thankfully, he got 1 point, so who really cares? So I did the really risky move of going, you know what, Gordon's got a yellow. I was all day 50-50 on, do I go Hwang and Gordon, or do I just go Hwang, tossing it up. Went with Gordon, obviously, and then Hwang ended up scoring, which is the story of my FPL at the moment.
That sums you up nicely.
But he's on yellow, Gordon. But I just thought, you know what, Newcastle have that many injuries, I'm going to bet that he plays.
So, I think they'll have to play him.
For long term, I'd be happy with Hwang. I mean, if Hwang got 10 points, you know what, you can't not be happy. But I would have been happy with him for 2 weeks, whereas Gordon, I'm happy with a bit longer term. So that's why I did that. And also with the fixture congestion, you just don't want to be making necessary transfers, do you?
Yeah, no, exactly.
I was close to taking a hit. So yeah, that's all I did was Gordon in. Anyway, going into this week. So after the first night, I was on 6 points. Saka got me an assist, and that was it. And then Gabriel got me 1.
Yeah, well, I feel like on the last video, I actually jinxed it by saying, double Arsenal defence is really good. Then how it's been paying off massively, and in the last 2 games, that hasn't been the case.
Thank God I think it was Zinchenko.
They conceded a stupid goal at the weekend.
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was against. The Wolves. Yeah. And still went on to win. And then last night, obviously conceding 3 against Luton, which is very surprising. Don't know where that came from.
Can I just say, though, we say this.
Yeah. They're looking over. Yeah.
Me and you have said it for weeks. It's not the game that everyone thinks it's going to be.
Exactly, especially away.
But then we always get surprised.
Exactly. But I did think that they'd be able to, maybe concede 1. But 3 was a surprise. But obviously, that's backfired because I'm on 7 points, but had an extra player playing than you.
Yeah.
So.
But even so, it's just.
Yeah. So that's.
You've not got an extra player because I've not got. Well, Cash on the bench isn't playing. Simicast isn't playing. Gahey, while we're doing it, has already conceded.
Yeah.
I've got Areola tomorrow. No, I took the RB out for Gordon, but Nunes isn't starting. He could come on. So I'm in a very weak position. I think it's going to be a very bad week. And Buemo scored and got off.
Yeah. I've had a Matoma assist and a Van Dijk goal, which is
so as we stand, I'm on 16 points. I think you're on 22.
I'm on 22, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not looking great, to be honest. We're going to see. Obviously, I've got Salah captain this week.
I've got Salah captain. So this is the year. I'm going to beat you this year. I'm actually convinced.
Yeah,
you don't see
really
yourself.
Nothing's really going right. And
No,
it's just annoying me, really, to be honest.
Every second.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Anyway, another game week 15. I feel like it's going to be another depressing one for me. Have you had a chance to look at game week 16 yet?
Very vaguely. I know that I want to get Anderson out because Palace's run is going to change, and even that being said, they've not been keeping clean sheets anyway. So
can I just say as well, this is another bad decision that I made. I said weeks ago to get Maguire. I never took my own advice. If I'd done Maguire, I'd be 28 points better off. Instead, I went Gahey, and now I'm in this position. And you know, United actually don't, even though they looked awful against Newcastle, they don't actually look bad at the back, do they?
It's not even. I know they still look bad at the back.
Let's not say that.
Okay, yeah. But Maguire looks good. Shaw's going to make a difference.
Shaw's going to make a difference. That is something that we were watching the first half for United, and the main thing that we said was Shaw being back will help Højlund, will help the attacks, because he's already just looking a bit more of a threat, isn't he, down that left side. So saying that, I think I've been looking at my team.
Yeah.
Not even specifically in my team. Obviously, if you have, which a lot of people will, Palace defender, I'll probably get rid of.
Yeah.
You're going to be wanting to look at Chelsea. Their run gets really good. So everyone's banging on about Reece James. I don't like it.
No?
I don't like Reece James.
No, I don't think that would be the one I'd go
Not as a person, obviously. He's, not as a person. I don't mind, but I don't like him as an asset on this because everyone goes on, Reece, he's not even started tonight, has he? So, the thing is, you're kind of waiting for him to get injured.
Yeah.
So, at the moment, you need reliable players. I would 100% be going Colwill over him every single day. It's a mil cheaper. Yeah. It's just such a better option.
That's who I'd go for.
So, Colwill at 4.5 is definitely someone I'd be looking at. Keepers wise, if you do have Turner, West Ham's fixtures get good again in a couple of weeks. Yeah. But do you want Dubravka? I stayed away from it because over January, listen, maybe I'm looking a bit too far ahead. I think they'll be coming in for another keeper anyway.
It could be sooner than that. They could get De Gea.
They could get De Gea. Well, that's what I meant, January, December. You could. So I'm not going. No one's keeping clean sheets, so I'm not even wasting it on a goalkeeper. Not slating your pick, obviously, but still. At the back at the minute, I don't like the transfers that much. Just in terms of going big. I like getting Colwill in. I like having a look at something like that. I need to get Cash out. So I think Colwill will come in for either Gahey or Cash in the next couple of weeks. Yeah. I'm probably going to go with Cash. I do quite like... I don't fancy Arsenal in the next few weeks.
Okay.
Just because they've got Villa and Brighton coming up. I do think they'll concede. So then it goes into now, who you're going to go with. I think Lascelles at 4 mil is great value.
Yeah, definitely.
And Newcastle are a good team, so I would go there. And then now going forward, Darwin, I've just made a bad decision again. I've got enough to get Watkins in. So I'm going to probably go Watkins soon. Finally get him in. And I just think I think it's just about time that I do it. It's now getting to a place where people's teams are getting very, very similar. You need to start getting
you want to make it fun. You want to make it fun, but I think the thing is everyone's got Darwin in now. Loads of people have got Darwin in, and it hasn't paid off. I'll be the first to admit that maybe that it hasn't worked out the way I thought it would, which is a shame. But then again, he could come on tonight and have 20 minutes and score 2 goals. You never know.
He could. One of my main reasons for getting Darwin in was I had Alvarez, which as soon as I take him out with Martinelli scores and Darwin and Alvarez gets an assist, which is really annoying. Yeah. It's where my season's going at the moment. But I didn't want the position of in a game week 18 to have Brentford in Mbeumo and Haaland and Alvarez and have a load of. So I was thinking, get him out. I'd only have 2 on the bench, and that's absolutely fine. Yeah. So you do have to consider that if you've got a few City players in as well. Yeah,
well, I've got no City players in, so...
Oh, that's a bit weird, isn't it?
Well, it is, but it's going to pay off.
Well, we'll see. We will see about that. I don't know. Son, I don't think you can drop.
Nope. This, to be honest, I feel that my team, I think I've got a very solid team at the moment. They're getting me a good amount of points every week. I've got a few players popping up for me every week, and it's going well. But because I've reached a steady point where I'm doing well,
you get a bit
I want to push it. I want to take it that once. I want either. I don't want steady. I want either something amazing or something Awful. So
awful.
You not awful. I don't want awful, but I want to feel that.
See,
extreme...
I like consistency. Consistency.
It's boring. So that's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't know. I think Trent would pay off.
Trent would
because he's doing all sorts of moments.
Trent would pay off.
And I've been looking at Trippier and that would have. I wanted to, if I had more funds I would have got him in at the weekend. I was trying to figure out a way.
Do you know? Can I just be honest? The only player that really excites me at the moment is Nkunku coming back.
But he's
for that run. I know he's the unknown.
It's getting pushed back and pushed back.
I know,
and pushed
but that is the unknown. And Chelsea's run, and I know the 1-0 down to United at the moment as we speak.
Yeah.
But that run, is it going to be another of like me and you heavy on Chelsea at the start of the season?
It's not. I'm not making that mistake again.
You're not going for them again.
I think I will. I think at this moment I will put Colwell in for Anderson.
Will you go Sterling?
Maybe.
That's what I mean.
If I'm going for any of them, I'd probably go for Sterling. Or I can't lie. Part of me is thinking if I do get rid of Darwin to get Nicholas Jackson back. I know I've been through. Oh, do you know who else I'm thinking of? And I might have been a bit early with it. Enzo Fernandez. I told you he was gonna. I knew it was gonna come. I just thought he'd come a bit sooner. But 2 goals at the weekend.
Yeah.
Might get him back in. I'm not even joking.
It could be a good one.
I seen them coming through, and I was like, knew it, called it.
It could be a good one. So. I'm a bit disappointed in West Ham because West Ham 1 minute looked really hot. Bowen, Kudus. I mean, I nearly had Kudus, but now and then suddenly, I think they could get tanned by Spurs tomorrow. Spurs have adapted well without Maddison. Forget they lost to Villa. If you actually watch that Villa game, they played so well.
They're still playing well. Well, and Son is the guy now.
So could Lo Celso be an option?
Lo Celso looked good the other day.
He looks a really good replacement for Maddison at the moment.
Everyone who's coming in is playing well. Kulusevski looks good. Brennan Johnson looks good.
Going back to defence, my favourite defender at the moment is Pedro Porro to get.
Yeah,
I would probably get Pedro Porro.
Actually.
I would probably get Pedro Porro if you.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah. I would get Pedro Porro. He's got the highest expected goal involvement of any defender as well at the moment.
Of course, you know.
Just saying. Just saying. I know this has been a bit of a all over the place.
But it's an all over the place.
But we're kind of throwing our thoughts at the camera.
That's
and
what
just
it
seeing
is.
What sticks.
There's no way to do a structured thing over this week because one, like you said, there's like 2 days in between.
I feel really sorry for the editing side of things because this is going to be a really difficult.
At least
one.
We don't have to do it.
This is going to be a really difficult one. Any more thoughts, just like of someone that you thought of, like something that I wanted to speak about. I did get rid of Diaby. I've had him from the start. I wanted to ask you a question. Do you think he's been a bit of a letdown, or has he been what we expected?
I think, based off how he started, he's been a letdown in terms of what he's at, in terms of that actual output.
Yeah,
he looks like a good player. He looks like a dangerous player, but considering what he could have done.
Yeah, I agree.
I think he's been, and Leon Bailey's come in and he's looked better than him over the last month. He's getting assists, goals whenever he's playing. So
could Bailey be an option? I mean, he's cheaper as well.
Do you know what?
And when Neto comes back for Wolves,
Neto is a good shout.
We should say as well, Solanke is definitely a shout.
I've got Solanke.
But he's got Solanke, so Solanke is definitely a shout. Bournemouth are scoring goals now.
Bournemouth are scoring goals, although he's not always getting them, which is doing my in a little bit because they've scored against United and he wasn't involved. But they've got a decent run coming up in, I think, a couple of weeks. Yeah. So like I said, I'm very well set, but I almost feel like a bit of self-sabotage is on its way.
No, I think you do well. You're doing well this year. This has helped you.
It has, and it's
made me worse.
It's not helped you yet.
It's made me worse. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye, guys.